Grab whatever oil is near you, speaking to you, whatever you want to say. I've got my Shinrin. This is my like Wednesday night oil lately. So good. Put a drop on your palms. Activate it, warm it up a little bit there. Take a few deep inhales. That smells so good. I don't know why I don't do this more. All right, let's go ahead and put our hands over our heart. And repeat after me if you'd like. I'm doing the best that I can. I'm doing the best that I can. I'm doing the best that I can. All right. Welcome everybody. Hopefully everyone had a very nice Wednesday. I can't believe it's already mid-April. All right, I am going to go ahead and share my screen. We are going to start off sharing about our spring sale that was just announced this week, which is very exciting. Put this on slideshow. All right, so as it's warming up there, hopefully you got a text, you got an email, you got some sort of notification that doTERRA has this great spring sale happening. This is kind of the first time they've done this many products at a discount, and it's a nice little discount. It's 20% off. And we'll go through each of the different sections, but I was just kind of thrown off a little bit. I was like, oh my gosh, this is great. Because sometimes the BOGOs might not connect with people, but the way that they organize this is really, I think it's just really smart, is they organized it by, health concern or area that you want to improve, which of course, we as individuals know which ones we gravitate to. And you're probably already thinking of some of your family, friends, maybe some of your customers that you also can connect with these areas. So the groupings, I just pulled from the DMK. So I know Liza sent a great text today. My team, I sent a text to with a different image, but these, yeah, I just got from the DMK. So anyway, the respiratory support, those are the three things that are on sale: Breathe Drops, and Ravansara, which normally you cannot purchase. It's a limited time oil. So if you love that one, you have a chance to get it. And these are all the prices after the 20% off. So great time for somebody to restock on anything or even start a new membership too. We got Focus and Clarity with Rosemary, Supermint Touch, Wild Orange, and Laurel Leaf. Another one that is great. Oil, it's limited time. You can't purchase regularly. And then Relaxation and Bedtime. I mean, who doesn't always get either lavender or serenity or balance on their orders? So this is, I'm definitely going to grab a serenity. Obsessed, I know it. So yeah, that is the first three groups. And then here's the next one. Overall well-being. We've got 4 oils here. Oh, 5, excuse me. Green Mandarin, Tea Tree, Davana Touch, Jasmine Touch, and Kumquat. And Kumquat, I believe, is also one of those limited time oils that we now get to purchase, which is super cool. Yes, and Amanda, thanks, Ray. Amanda taught us about Ravansara last week, so it's like perfect timing that it would come up again. Our outdoor essentials: Terra Shield, Citronella, and Cedarwood. Always nice to have those on hand. And then these ones I was pretty excited with: our digestive and metabolic health. Our Digestin, this one you can get both a small bottle, 5 ml Digestin, as well as a 15. Our ginger drops, always good to have. A PBS Cis Plus, and then peppermint, always a winner. And then the one I'm super excited is about the MetaPower Advantage Cherry, our pomegranate cherry flavor is on sale. So if that's one of your regular products, then you definitely want to snag this because it's one of the more pricier ones. So it's perfect time to get a couple boxes just to have on hand because you'll get through them. I always do. Sometimes I like to take two if I need a little extra energy in the afternoon. Kind of gives me a little kick. So yeah, grab your products. The sale goes to the 25th, or I'm sure until things run out. I'm not quite sure. I'm sure they have stocked, but I still wouldn't wait too long because life is busy and then we forget. At least I forget. So hopefully everyone's going to snag something. Maybe throw in the chat the one that you're most excited about. Because that was like a long list of products. And I'm also thinking about, I thought about it today is really connecting with maybe some of my, uh, maybe at least 3 to 5. Like sometimes I don't want to get overwhelmed with the amount, but sending to certain people who I know are on um, MetaPower Advantage, like, hey, did you see this? It's on sale for a few days. Or someone that I know really loves sleep things, or they have respiratory issues in their household, to give them a heads up of what's on sale. So try to connect your customers with the products that they need so you can be of service because of course they want to save money. And that always makes me happy when I do that. Liza's excited about the collagen and PB Assist. Oh, yes. And then same thing with Ray. It's the good one. And then Kanan with the digestive and metabolic products. And then Ray said, my mom is stoked for the Serenity and Breathe because she diffuses both every night. Oh, that's cool. It's an interesting little combo. I will have to try that, especially if I need some extra respiratory support. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, well, don't delay. Write it down so you get to order those. Whoops, my computer went ahead. All right, well, we're gonna move into Kanani wanted to share a little testimony, so I thought it would be perfect to kind of open that way right after our sale. So take it away, Kanan.
Thank you. Hi, guys. I've been missing all of you. It's been a couple weeks, so I'm very, very happy to be back on our Wednesday calls and excited, of course, for this sale. But I had a little, I guess, a little nudge, a little reminder. I don't know what to call it, because life gets busy, and I'm just going to share how I've been feeling. I've been trying to live in a space of complete gratitude because I know that life gets busy, but life moves quick. So, like, if you just look at your kids, right, you're like, oh my gosh, can we please slow down? And so that's kind of where I've been. Just go, 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 but very thankful to have kids that can be busy. So I work part time, and I've been able to go on 2 out of the 3 field trips with Cody. He's 8 years old and he's in second grade at Pomaikai. And I feel very lucky that I got to go with him. And I went on the first one and we went to Waihe'e. And there was a group of us moms just talking and sharing and having a really nice time together. And one of the sweet moms saw me spraying Cody's hands with On Guard sanitizing mist after he went to the bathroom. And so she didn't say anything. She kind of just watched, and I didn't think anything either. I'm like, okay. And then the next week, we went on another field trip, and we went up to Haleakala Ranch. And each field trip, I always have backpacks. I feel like all the moms have backpacks, but because I have so many DoTerra backpacks, like that first week, I had my beige. The following week, I took my teal. Like, whatever outfit I'm wearing, I feel like I have a backpack that matches. And so she was waiting in the parking lot, and and she goes, oh, do you know how to get there? And I said, oh yeah, I grew up country. You can follow me. And she was like, okay. And then I said, well, do you want to just jump in with me? And she's like, oh my gosh, that would be so much better. Not even realizing how things are playing out. So as we're driving up there, I'm diffusing an oil in my car, and my backpack is by her, and she's very quiet, so she doesn't say much. We do the whole field trip, again, spraying of hands, all the things. As we're driving down, she's like, "Can I please ask you a few questions about doTERRA?" And I thought, wow, Kanan, you are not trying to beat myself up, but I'm like, you're a leader. You see her watching you. You see her looking at your backpack, and you never thought about talking with her? A simple conversation. I mean, she is in your car. You kind of have her hostage, right? So I I just thought, like, I need to do more, and I need to realize that there's so many opportunities throughout the day that I'm not noticing. And I can't say it's because I was busy. I was on a field trip. I was completely enjoying myself. Um, it's just, I think I wasn't paying attention that we have these little opportunities that are right there. People that are searching for help and support, and she really wants support for her child. And I should have just been a little bit more open in realizing that there are people that are there and they're searching for natural solutions, and a simple like, hey, do you want to try this on guard sanitizer? Or are you familiar with essential oils? I'm diffusing Motivate right now. Just something simple. And I didn't take advantage of that, but I'm very thankful that she had the courage to ask me. And then I was able to talk and share, and she could talk about her child, and we could exchange just this beautiful conversation like, have you tried frankincense? Are you familiar with this? And anyways, that 30-minute down the hill drive allowed me to share with her some grounding oils for her son, some adaptive for her as a mother that feels very overwhelmed. And she enrolled like that night. And I was just really amazed. People call it coincidence. I call it a God wink. I'm like, oh, we're going into Holy Week. I'm very religious in that aspect. So I was like, this is your push, this is your nudge to remember why we share and why we're here to help people. And they're looking for help. And that's what we do. We're little messengers to provide education and help them with whatever their needs are. So I just thought that was really special, and it was a great reminder for myself. So just wanted to share.
Oh, thank you, Kanan. That was great. I think you are right that all these little opportunities are there. We just have to pay attention and again come from that place of service because obviously you listened to whatever she was going through and really connected your recommendations to what was going to help her. So thank you. And I feel like this is kind of the perfect little intro to our call tonight. So thanks again. It's like I planted you there for a reason. No, just joking. I wonder what mom it is if I know them. All our wonderful Pumaika'i kiddos. All right. So tonight our call is going to be focused on kind of educating beyond the class. Exactly what Kanan just talked about right there. Because I feel like, jumping off from Amanda's call last week and really thinking about our purpose and our why, we all got back to that place of course, putting that oxygen mask on each other, on ourself first before we can help others, but that this whole mission that we have and vision to help and serve others, it's only going to happen if we are educating. But we also are in this place where it's really hard to get people to come together for classes because they're busy. And since COVID, not a lot of people, we all know it just kind of dropped off. So tonight we're going to just kind of brainstorm and talk about some different engaging ways to provide value and education outside the traditional class format, meeting people where they are and maybe holding them hostage in your car. That is a good one. I'm gonna have to like look for that opportunity. All right. So we of course need to be educating more than ever right now. We know this so much. We know that education empowers our users, better experiences, consistent use, and it helps us retain our customers. So it's a huge win-win. We build trust, and also positions you as a knowledgeable, supportive resource, creates ongoing connection and community, and hopefully sparks some curiosity in potential customers without being, high pressure situation. And it's really the foundation of a sustainable business, serving people well, which we talk about a lot. All right, so I kind of put these funny little clip arts. Sorry, this is my own thought process, but I feel like right now we need our community, we need each other more than ever. We really are in this interesting time of humanity in which we're all on our phones and digital platforms more than ever. I feel like I'm really trying to balance that even more lately, especially seeing how like addicted my own children have become so quickly. So anyway, more than ever, we really need to be supporting others. Kind of this idea too of using these broader tools. Obviously, people are on them, so why don't we use them to our advantage in some ways, with which delivering, education, and which I feel like what we do well is that community aspect. So through whatever aspect we can, through these videos, through these short connections, we can offer that community and that opportunity. And I really like this statistic. I don't know. It was funny. We were talking about wellness the other day, but this statistic stood out for me. About one in four adults experience at least one diagnosable mental health problem in any given year. People in all walks of life can be affected and at any point in their lives. So that is pulling us in so many directions. We need to provide community. We need to provide education about our products because they can support others with these issues and ourselves. I mean, we're all going through different things in our lives. So I have a few ideas that I wanted to share. Some of the things I have tried, and I feel like I think we're all kind of at that point of like, hey, obviously our old class format isn't always successful. So one of the things, and we brought this up last week, that we can do these bite-sized videos, either reels, TikTok, shorts. I've been doing one. I was trying to be like super consistent, like one a week with the oil of the week. So something short, where you don't get too overwhelmed with what you're having to say, which is good because people don't usually watch more than 15 to 90 seconds. And you can come up with different ideas to do this. Maybe 3 ways to use lemon, maybe a quick peppermint pick-me-up. Show what you're doing instead of just talking. And then some other ideas I thought were kind of cute. Of course, a single oil spotlight, a simple DIY recipe, or a day in the life with oils moment. Or if there's a question that people often ask, you can also do that. But keep it simple, because if we make it complicated, we're not going to do it. Right? Good lighting helps, of course, but the most important is just being authentic. Not perfect. Authenticity is important because that's the people who are following you are your friends and family. They're going to know if you're not being your true self. So share when you have that idea, because I think we all have those ideas. It's like, but you got to act on it too. So that's one idea that we can try. Another idea is something that I have also been kind of playing around with, is this new app that Liza shared with us maybe about a month ago or so. And I know a lot of these are techie, so if you're not a super techie person, it's okay. We have buddies, tech buddies that can help you on your team. But this app is kind of nice because you can add people into it, and you can add them to, let's call them drip campaigns, where you can either shoot them a drip campaign for our oils. If you're like, they are on the oil path, they want to teach them more about wellness through essential oils, or you can put them on a path to learn more about our foundational wellness products, like our VMG, omegas, and so forth. So at first I downloaded it and it sat on my phone for 2 weeks and I did nothing. And then I finally was like, I got to figure out how to use it, started to Google about it. And then I realized that there's actually a button, and it's actually not on this screen, I'm sure, sorry, but one of the bottom buttons is actually education, where you can watch these short videos on how to do it. It's actually on the app. So you can watch, there's a short video on how to add a contact. There's a short video on how to send them a campaign. And I used a really short text saying, hey, I'm trying this new way to educate others. Would you, is it okay if I send it to you if you want to check it out and give me feedback? And I put about maybe 15 text messages out there. And these are people that I recently had been following up with, that it was a great like next touch point to do, because I felt like I kind of exhausted all the follow-ups for a while with a few. And like 8 of them jumped on, and they have been receiving this drip campaign that lasts for a couple of weeks. And I get emails when they look at it. I don't have to send anything after that. After I send them the link, they are just automatically getting funneled education. So I like that because I don't have to send it all. And I know it's quality. And you can also link your like your account to the information. So if they click on something in their email that's educating them, it'll go back to your account. So if they were like, oh my gosh, I want to get this right now, or I want to learn more, it's all linked, which is really convenient. This is definitely something that we could do a more in-depth call and or maybe talk story session with those who want to learn more. I feel like I'm still learning, so I don't want to like, I couldn't give you like everything of how to do things, but again, on the app on the bottom, there's all these videos that give you suggestions on how to use it and what to do. So if you have the time, you could just do like a little 15-minute this day, check it out another day, send it to maybe 2 people a day. It's definitely worth checking out if this is something that you're interested in, and or you have a list of people that you've invited to classes, that you've sent information, and they're interested, and you just need maybe a different approach to educate them. But I haven't gotten enrollment with it yet, but I do have more follow-ups that I'm having with them, and I'm able to engage with them more. So definitely something, and I sent it to one of my current customers too that had asked me questions about it. So you can use it for both. It's not just for potential people. If you're like, oh, this person just got VMG, then you could send them that information. But yeah, I think it's a pretty neat app, and the cool thing is it's free. So yes, check it out if you can in the next week. Challenge you. Another idea is kind of similar to the other one, but sometimes making a reel is overwhelming. And it's like, oh my gosh, I can't do that. I already see Ray's face. She's like, no. But we can post a story. A story takes less time, it's super easy. And you can use graphics from our group. You don't have to use something fancy or make anything. You can pull a group from or a picture from our group and just share it. You could put a little personal story or tip right next to it. Easy, easy, easy. If you want to, you can make a poll or a quiz with your stories. That could be something fun to do, like which oil for sleep, or guess what was this? Guess the oil based on the benefit, to make it a little bit more interactive. If you're super brave, doing a live Q&A session, share testimonials, of course, with permission. Liza's great at doing little screenshots of what people say, taking out the names. I feel like those are always so powerful. I'm always like, oh, what did I say? Because I feel like we all love to see a testimony. It's like a good ending to a movie. Like, oh, what's happening? I want to know what happened. But yeah, testimonies are great. And then a kind of more grander one is doing some sort of challenge, a 5-day water challenge, with adding lemon. And then one last idea.
Hey,
Um,
Kay,
oh yeah,
can I share something about
yes,
the live Q&As? It
yeah.
reminds me of our friends from Tokyo
Hmm.
and how I jumped on one of theirs and they had two people talking, right? So one person was, and of course it was all in Japanese. So I was like trying to practice my Japanese that I'm learning on Duolingo. Anyway, so one person would be talking, and then another person would ask questions, and then she'd answer, and then the other one would ask more clarifying questions. And I thought, that's brilliant because, you know, it was like a conversation, and it's kind of like it was like a live Q&A. And then
Hmm.
it invited other people to come on, and it made it safe for other people to come on and ask questions. I don't know how they did that, but anyway, I just thought I'd share.
I love it. And they're so cute.
Yes, they were so cute. And then they were trying to answer my questions in English. So, huh.
Oh, I love it. I wish I saw that. Oh, that's so cute. We should do that, Ray. Could you?
I yeah, let's do it in another language. No, just kidding.
Maybe not. Oh my gosh. No, we definitely should try that. Um, All right. So yeah, these last ideas are some more personalized and direct education. We all do these, not all, I should say all. A lot of us do text messages once a week with some education, which is always great. Um, but beyond that, I like the voice memo, sending quick and personal voice notes to maybe explain something or answer a question, or maybe give a idea for them to try. Enhanced sample follow-up, include a short video if you've given them VMG, maybe showing them a quick picture of how, or a video of how you mix it, either with your mixer or with your shaker, so they know how to use that. And or what's always, I think, helpful is showing someone how to make a roller for the first time. That's always a new person doesn't know what to do, especially if you've given them coconut oil and an empty roller. Send them a quick video of how to do that. Um, Snail mail is always kind of nice. I know sometimes we get customers that are new to us, that don't live close to us. Sending them education that way is always great. Even those that are close by. We haven't done a postcard for a while from my team, and Zaisha was just asking, so that's something we're thinking about doing. Trying to think of what exactly to send next. And then just personalized check-ins, focus on how they're using their oils, check in on what's going on in their life. Of course, that should be number one. So then you know how things are going, and they feel like you are connecting for a reason. And then of course you can offer specific tips and check-ins. Like I have a friend who got started with MetaPower and then she totally dropped off, but she lately has been trying to get back on it. And so I've just been checking in with her how things are going, and gave her some of the MetaPower, the cherry pomegranate cherry flavor, which is way better in my opinion. But anyway, personalized check-ins are super important in this business. All right, so next call to action. We kind of shared a bunch of different ideas. Don't try them all, that's too much, and then we don't do anything. But we did want to do something. So my challenge to you this week is think of one new method or idea that you're going to try this week. Maybe Empower Social, you want to download and check out the videos on how to do it. Maybe make your first reel, maybe make a story if you haven't posted for a while. Maybe it's just a personalized voice memo to a customer. Be brave. Not perfect because none of us are. We just give it a try because we are coming from that place of our why, which Amanda reminded us of last week. And know that you have valuable information and knowledge that other people need so that they can feel better. Why would we, not share that? All right, so um maybe it can be a discussion, maybe in the chat, but think about, some of the ideas we shared, what's resonating. Maybe you are doing something like Kanani shared earlier, maybe something you're doing that you're educating in a creative way or a different kind of way. If you have any questions about anything that we talked about tonight, and then of course, how can we support each other? Any thoughts, ideas people want to share?
I wanted to share something that I don't know why it popped into my mind. I've been having like these little like bing, bing, bing when Kate's talking. Um, but like we have a lot of doTERRA swag, right? For those of you, especially for those of you who have gone to like convention or leadership, like whether it's a shirt, whether it's a backpack, every time we use our swag, it's free marketing, right? Like we're marketing ourselves as not necessarily a doTERRA leader, because I know that I've gifted customers doTERRA stuff, but it's a tool that can start up or strike a conversation. So that's another thing I feel like keeping in mind as our busyness takes us here and there and everywhere. Now I feel like cat in the hat. But use like the simple marketing tools that we have, like that backpack that she sat by, like I just forget. I used to go into like Starbucks, for example, to work when my kids were younger because I have to escape the house, and I would set up my diffuser. Haven't done that in years, but that was like a simple thing that I would do, and sometimes it would strike up a conversation. So I think I forget the little simple things sometimes, like a video, a talk story session on your IG, kind of what Kate was saying. If you don't want to do a reel, just get on and talk about whatever, lavender. So thanks, Kate. A lot of ideas are popping.
Oh, good. Good. Anyone else? Sherilyn says in the chat she has to get brave making videos and she always wears her shirts. That's great. And people ask questions. That's great. All right. Well, if you don't want to discuss out loud, maybe just pop in the chat one thing that you're thinking of trying this week. One thing, either something that we talked about or maybe something else. Maybe it's downloading that Empower app. Maybe it's just reconnecting with someone specific. Zaisha's gonna plan with Ray a live Q&A. You guys should definitely do that. Ray's gonna check out the app. It's great. It's always nice to try something new too. For me, I don't know if that's just part of who I am. Sometimes I'm like, oh, it gets me a little bit motivated. I'm like, oh, I gotta learn more about how to do this. All right. If you didn't write in the chat, that's okay. Hopefully you wrote it down and you're gonna do it this week. Liza shares just consistency with all the things. I really want to go live on my stories every day, even if it's something small. Yeah, totally. And the app is great because you do a story, you can also add a link to the education and people can opt in. Ah, I forgot about that. I got to do that. That is so true. So let's say you post something about BMG, you can put your link that goes to your Empower Social, the drip campaign, so they can immediately sign up and get more education that way. I got to do that this week. I had that on my brain, but it floated away last week. All right. All right, everyone. Well, thank you. Thank you. Education's key in what we do. There's many ways to do it beyond our traditional classes. Embrace those digital tools, but remember your personal touches, meet people where they're at, and commit to that one thing. And then just as a reminder, we're doing kind of a self-care Saturday at my house on the 26th from 1 to 4. So not kind of a traditional class, but more like come talk story. We're gonna have different stations. We're gonna do a make and take that we don't know yet, but it's gonna be about self-care. We're gonna have our scanners. What else? I thought we are gonna do one with aroma touch as well, because that's always self-care to both whoever's giving it as well whoever is receiving it. So yes, please come. Even if you don't have someone, which we hope you do, but if you don't, come for yourself. We are building community always, and we need each other. So I hope you all can make it. Let me stop my share. And if there isn't anything else, have a great week, everybody.
Oh,
Thank you.
oh, what was the date again?
The 26th, Saturday,
26. What time?
1 to 4.
1 to 4:26. Thank you.
Thank you, Kate.
Thanks, you guys.
Thanks, everybody. Good night.
Night.